Hello, darlings. It's me, Penelope, and welcome to another episode of Milfshake, where mom life meets realness. Today we have Queen.
Hey.
And we have Cori.
Hey.
And we have a special guest from What You Thought podcast, Darnell.
In the building. What you thought. Don't forget it. Like, comment, subscribe, not just to this, to What You Thought, to everything we do. Penelope,
Yes.
Cree,
Yes.
Desiree, Goldi, whoever she show up as, support it.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. Who's in time out today?
Time out. Everybody looked at me.
You should have a lot of people in time out.
She does.
All right. A scroll.
Time out,
Who's in
okay.
Time out. Time out. Oh my God, I don't know. Who do we put in time out?
I think, okay, what's that rapper guy who was walking down the street naked?
Lil Nas?
Yes.
Lil Nas X. Why do I know the whole name?
He is in timeout. So I guess he
Poor
was like
baby.
on some kind of drugs, right?
Uh-huh.
But then he's like, catwalking down the street, right? And a guy records him and he's like, oh, make sure you come to the party tonight, babes. And he's like, where's the party? You know where the party is. And he walks off. He goes, go ahead, babes. Go ahead. And he's like having a whole performance walking down the street. Sorry, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yes.
Okay, at this big age, and not even in some cute little Calvin Klein, and like tidy whities from like the olden days.
I didn't see that.
And boots, right?
And boots.
And boots. Yes.
Well, I think social media put Rasheeda on time out. She had a whole concert nobody showed up to. And then K. Michelle did a song at her concert. And she said, what she said, Rasheeda?
She gonna have bags under her
Bags
eyes
under
from
your
staying with Kurt.
Yeah, and then she was saying, your career is over.
my God.
All over the world. I like that song. Sorry. I'm not even a Rasheeda. Okay,
Sing it, girl.
I love that song.
Sing it.
So when she had a
internet put
concert,
her-
nobody
yeah,
came.
Nobody came. Nobody showed up.
And then-
Nobody showed up to J-Lo's concert either. Like, I don't know. At what point should, like, if you're, like, you know, a celebrity or entertainer, do you stop hosting concerts and maybe just show up to the local music festival?
No, it depends on who you are.
Yeah.
If you're that person.
I think a lot goes into it. So basically, I think there's definitely still an audience that wants to see J-Lo. I don't know if J-Lo is like the stadium or the arena.
Right.
Still, and she probably, like, if with enough marketing and push, she probably can be.
Right,
But
that's
they
true.
probably don't put that into her anymore. They probably look at it as a legacy
Yeah.
act. So budget's probably kind of smaller, so the budget probably don't match the arena.
she's trying to do.
So she probably got to go down to, like, maybe not the entire garden, but you got to do like Hulu Theater, or, you know what I mean?
But it kind of puts like a stain on you in a sense where it's like,
Because you look like you step down.
yeah, it's like we had you up here, sis, but then when you had this concert and we look in the audience and nobody show up, then maybe I'm wrong.
It's the notes.
Maybe the tickets were too high. If you still think you
Beyonce tickets were extremely
if
high,
you
and
think
people
you
talked
still-
about that online, and they still showed up.
She
I was-
sings
I
the
was
wrong notes, the
J-Lo?
notes that don't exist, the notes that she feels the expectation is there, her
Like Alicia Keys
imagination.
notes?
There, well, one's a musician
always.
and one is not.
impressed. Okay.
J-Lo's an actress
Okay.
that always wanted to sing. And you know, we've dealt with this even in church where people feel like they're led to do something. Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Got it. It's a difference from being under the anointing and being
It
true
is.
talent.
It is. And J-Lo is a little, you know, I like the fact that she can still move. I love that. I like her costume.
Body's amazing.
Yes, the set is always great.
Right.
But those ballads,
Oh.
no.
So who do you have in timeout?
Rumpelstiltskin, who runs the country right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Rumpelstiltskin, how you doing?
Then he just has something that says if you've been in a relationship or dating for 5 years, you're automatically under law married.
Oh, really?
He did?
Yeah.
You
he
call
was
a few
saying-
of my exes and divorce.
But I thought
like
first,
that.
I thought that was like common law or something. Like
Isn't that 10 years or something like that?
It was 7 in
was
some
7?
states, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Not
said-
all states.
That
but
made it
some.
that far.
He said 5 years, and the craziest part about that is, let's just say the person has kids, right? Or like debt, or like child support. Like once you're automatically married, that's yours now. That's your debt, your kids, your everything. And I was like, why would you do that? I mean, I do understand if you've been together that long, what are
Right.
you doing?
Yeah,
but
you still dead now if you're
let
around
it
kids
let
for
it
5
be,
years.
you know, let it be your decision,
By
and not
choice.
just in the mail. Congratulations! Like, dang, I don't even get a ring yet. I get a little certificate.
Because I feel like it would go both ways. It wouldn't just be the man. The man would be penalized or have to make that commitment. in a sense where they're responsible for bills. But if I'm financially stable and I leave a man that isn't, it probably would go the other way around. If he chose to take me to court and then it's like, Queen, we've been together for 5 years, come up off those assets. And it's like, oh. So, I mean.
Who's in your timeout?
So it's hard because I want to put the tennis player in timeout, the one that was just arguing with.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and she like apologized after, said it was like language barrier thing. But I'm like, is she in time? She's like always been in timeout for me. I didn't know she existed for that. But she's in my timeout.
Players, one is Caucasian, right? The other one is a black woman.
Like a Caucasian European woman. And there was she lost in the U.S. Open to a black tennis player, Taylor. I can't remember her last name at this moment, but her first name is Taylor. And at the end, she basically told her like, oh, you're uneducated, you don't have class, blah, blah, this and that.
And that went viral.
Yes.
Yeah.
And her response is like, oh, I was saying that because she didn't follow the actual like protocols and rules for like the criteria for tennis. Like
but the girl
you warm up at the line, you don't warm up at the net. You're supposed to like shake hands at a certain point, and she didn't do that. And so she was saying that I was trying to say that you're uneducated and don't have class in reference to tennis and not like as a person.
In general, no, that's a big leap.
That's
a big leap. Like you could have said unprofessional. You could have said not really, going by the guidelines, but like just uneducated all around.
Yeah, and it's like even if it was the language barrier thing and she didn't have the proper words, still like the fact that you're even like acting that way after the loss.
Right, is a lot. Like no matter what you did after the loss just made you look crazy.
Yeah, you could have just kind of took that on the chin.
That has to be a better way for women to correct women. Like instead of embarrassing you and belittling, it should be, sis, next time you're supposed to, that's more in love. But if you're like, oh, you uneducated and you all in my face, that's too aggressive.
And after the match, you guys are both going to be behind the stadium before the and you say like, hey, why didn't you warm up at the net? Or you can do it. You could have did it that way.
That doesn't matter. If she could warm outside the building, she won. Right. She can warm up in the dark. She won. What does it mean? Like,
no adult should correct another adult unless you have that type of relationship where I can come to you and say, hey, you mind if I
and don't.
Because if she would have won the match, she wouldn't have said anything to her.
Absolutely.
She would have been fine with it.
She wouldn't have.
She would have been like, oh, hater. She would have walked off. Like, so she mad.
So that's my timeout.
That was a good one.
That's a good one, yeah. I forgot about her.
That just goes to show, I feel sometimes women, just like men, can't take loss or rejection very well, especially when they're being like overly competitive. Like I feel like men can't take rejection well. Even like just saying something as a woman, I feel like men turn it into like anger and violence. And
well, I used to throw drinks at me when I was younger. Y'all ain't never get a drink?
What?
Oh, please. Y'all have never seen a man throw a drink at a girl?
I mean, yeah.
Like walking down the street, minding your business.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think you're dealing with like actual like men. Right?
Boys,
like throwing drinks and like all that other stuff.
I was younger. I remember going to school, Westside High School in Newark. And it's a group of boys on the corner. They want to talk to you, and you don't pay them no mind. Because usually what we will do is you see a group of guys across the street.
Of course.
And you try to play like, you
you
play stupid like, I don't see them. Because you know they're going to talk. And if it's a group of men that you just like not attracted to, because I'll be honest, when they were cute, you want them to say hello. Right? But when they was like dusty and just like, you look like trouble, please don't speak to me. So you walk off like, no, it's okay. But if you don't give them the attention they need, and they're in front of their boys, it's like you just really disrespected them. And they throw a CNC bottle with soda at you like, F you.
How many times has this happened?
This happened twice.
Oh my God.
So, it's not that. Well, okay, let me not talk like it's not that bad. But I want to believe that every woman has probably seen a man act out by you shutting them down. If you said no, some men just can't handle it.
Yeah.
True.
But
they
usually
can't handle
like
it. They're going to call you out your name. Either they're calling you out your name, or if they have something in their hand, they might toss it at you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild. Did you say anything like, and not that even if you did say anything, it warrants throwing the soda?
No, never.
You didn't say anything. You just walk and didn't respond. They launched the CNC soda.
Like you think, like if a dude thinks you full of yourself and you think you cute, they'll say certain things. Like, oh, you think you that whatever. They might say that. Or like what I've experienced is, you threw a bottle of CNC our direction. Granted, not on me, like in my face, on my head, clothes.
At you.
But at you, yeah.
I think that's very nice compared to me growing up. I was like, I think I would have rather something be thrown at me I used to, so it was a very tragic accident, right? And I had to cut my hair. And I had like that real fire Jada Pinkett, I looked way older than what I was walking
Somebody
home.
put gum in your hair.
No, walking home from school, right? So I'm like going up the hill. School's like super close. I'm going up the hill. I'm crossing the street. And it's a guy who comes like right in front of me on a one-way. And he's like, it's a nice night. And I'm like, it's daytime. And he's like, yeah, you ride home? And he just goes and opens the passenger door, right? Bow. So I run around the car and I run all the way home. And I'm like, Mommy, somebody tried to, Then like the very next day, I'm walking home from school again. No, another group of guys. Small white Toyota car with like 17 men in it. Like it was just packed, right? So they're like stopping in the middle of traffic. And like the guy gets out. He's like, yeah, come. And I'm like, no. And on his way around, he opens the back passenger door. So I'm like thinking as I'm running now, like, dang, my house is like a code. You got to put it in and like open the front door. My best friend's house right next door has a double door where the first one you open is like always open. And the second one is like, locked. So I run in there and I look through the little mailbox thing and he's like in the middle of the street looking for me. Like, and the guy's like, yeah. Horns are beeping and everything. He gets back in the car. He drives off. So I'm like, if I had to run home versus having stuff thrown at me, I think I would have had stuff thrown at me. And then when I got older, like to talk to men in high school and stuff, it was always that, hey, yo, let me get your number. No,
Hold on.
okay.
You said when you got older?
Yeah.
So this wasn't even high school this happened to you?
Middle school. So when I cut my hair, I looked back very, very older than I was. I guess that kind of, attracted the pedos.
You look,
Maybe not. They're just still pedos, being very aggressive. So a little girl, I still had a uniform on. I still had a white button up with a khaki skirt.
Oh, no.
Come on. So
That's insane.
no. And then the older.
They love that. Look, who are they? Who are these
pedos.
people?
Pedos.
Definitely
They
pedos.
were not
That'd be your
men.
preference. And when it's time to play dress up.
And then opening the door is like, what are you about to do?
Yeah.
Where am I going? No.
I think it's a lot of what I think we women go through a lot and don't really speak about it because, like I was saying earlier, it's just normal. It seems like, oh, well, I deal with this every day. Like you talk about the car situation. So I'll say there was one time that I did. Someone was like, "You're walking home. Let me take you home," and I got in the car.
Okay.
And it was just like, oh, because in my mind, nothing could happen to me. So like when I was younger, you just felt like.
How old were you when this happened?
I was working, so I had to been like, I definitely was under 16. Because I was working at McDonald's. So I was under the age 16, and I was walking, and the guy asked if I needed to ride home. I said, sure. It was broad daylight. He had a convertible, got in the car. He took me home. Nothing happened. So because nothing happened, for me, it was just like, oh, I'll do it again. As getting, like, now an adult looking back, it's like, yo, God really had
Yes, he did.
hand in my life because the things that I did, the environments that I was in, like, how am I still here, right? Because the things that they warned us about, the DARE program, all of that stuff, you heard it, but it was like, oh, that could never be me.
Right.
And then you were the person that was doing the things that they were telling you not to do.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm pretty sure somebody told you, don't get in the car with strangers before.
Yeah,
and you just said, fuck that, I'm getting in the car with strangers.
It wasn't even that. You just be like, oh, he seems like a nice guy. He ain't doing nothing. Got in the car, and he took me home. I was going to work exit 141, Vauxhall, Union, the McDonald's off exit 141. And he took me home in Newark on Munn Avenue. So from Union to Newark, he drove me.
Girl.
Nothing happened.
So he knows where you work and he knows where you live.
He knows where I worked and he knows where I lived. Nothing ever happened.
And you guys probably had a full conversation, gave me a social.
Full conversation. Nah, I didn't give my social.
Is that time?
I don't even remember what we talked about. It was so long ago, but I do remember there was small talk. But he was on the phone most of the time. I remember he had a heavy accent, so I can't remember if he was Jamaican or like Nigerian or whatever. I couldn't pick up on that at the time.
Maybe he just wanted to be driving around with a pretty girl in his convertible. And
maybe.
That's
maybe.
But I was still young. I was still young, though.
Pedos. I'm telling you, they don't care.
That's crazy.
They never care.
Yeah.
They never care.
I was definitely underage.
Oh,
definitely underage.
That's young. So,
but yeah.
Now that we're parents, okay.
Well, I'll say, yeah, just for the record, if any child is watching, it's like that was very dangerous. I think we feel like you're so comfortable and really feel like nothing can happen because who your cousins are or who your friends are.
Your father is.
Your father is.
They're not there in that moment.
They're not there, so you cannot assume you're protected. Like, you're untouchable. Or I'm so young, I have like a long life ahead of me. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm going off of my gut. This should be okay. No.
It's not okay.
But I feel like that has
okay.
to come with, like, I think every kid who is being brought up properly has that. Like, no, you're not exposed to like danger at a young age to even have that mentality. So your parents are doing really, really good. But you will get to a point in your life where it's like that bubble will pop and they'll be like, dang, this is really dangerous. You know, because I think I've had that. Like, I was like, oh, I can walk the streets at night. I used to be right around the corner from Stratford in Newark. Just like outside, just having a good time. 2 o'clock in the morning, me and my friends walk. And then one time, my boyfriend's house got raided and I was going to open the door. And in that moment, it was like you literally went from kid to wow, this is the real world.
And that's crazy. She said Stratford because I just got a notification that a woman was just shot in her butt on Stratford last night. So that's crazy.
What?
Yeah, it just came through my phone. When I picked up my phone, I was like,
meaning to butt shot.
Yeah, but
no pun intended.
That's crazy. No, but they have like a Roblox. They just put out a dating. Like in Roblox, you can now date because they know adults are on there. Yeah. They now have a feature for dating.
Yeah. Why are adults on there?
I don't know. But there's babies are on there, and like my kids are on there. So it's like I remember being so comfortable, like, oh, I know who my mama is, my dad is, whatever. My kids, I'm like, they probably feel just as safe because all they know is love because of the environment I have them in. That they would think anybody crazy on Roblox or Robux, whatever. Roblox.
It's easy though. It's very easy. Yeah. It's extremely easy. To me, it's like a magnetic effect because you all are playing a game. You're a part of the game. You can interact. So there's a lot of stuff that can be easily put in as like, oh, as easy as we were kids. Oh, I have candy. I know your aunt. It's the same thing. It's just a different platform.
Yeah, we have to reinforce as parents. We have to reinforce this. And even if you're not parents, your nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
Reinforce it.
Shake them up.
And you can't, like, as humans, we can't think of stuff that we don't actually think of. You know what I mean? So we can't, like, as a kid, you can't think, like, oh, I'm going to get on a game and lure some kids in. Because you're not thinking of that.
You're not thinking like that.
You don't even know what that is.
You don't.
You know? So it's like, it's hard for them to even understand that part.
It is.
So I think a lot of times, like, parents probably should go in and like double check and triple check what's going on there.
I be all in my daughter business.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah,
because it's like it's a preventive mechanism. Because when we have video games, Tekken and all of that,
right? Ooh, Tekken was my
Okay. But we didn't have that accessibility. So now that with all this accessibility, all these different platforms, it's extremely scary. But like you said, it does take the parents to be the ones to educate their kids. Even sit there and have time with them. Oh, let me sit with you. Even if you're reading a book and they're on Roblox, you have to see what's going on.
Yep.
I had a friend of mine that actually played their child's account on purpose just to see
what was going on,
and what was transpiring. They wound up catching a few things. And he didn't say anything to his, child, but he took care of it the way that he needed to.
Yeah.
But there was some preventive things. He found a different type of game that was similar that he let the child play with, and that was discontinued. Yeah. But it's scary. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary.
It's the internet.
Yeah, like even with you in the car, like you couldn't fathom something happening to you. You couldn't think that way.
Right.
But
I got up the car and didn't even tell my mom that I got dropped off. It was just like I went inside. It was like, thanks. Save me some bus money. And
but that's what you were thinking about.
That's it.
The whole point was for your mindset. I was saving money. Oh, it's a nice guy. Okay, I don't want to walk.
It was it's hot out. If I got offered a ride,
probably had somebody in her life saying, "Don't get in no car with no strangers."
I did.
And so you got those hard-headed kids who don't be listening. And Queen was a hard-headed kid who don't be listening.
It's like, well, y'all keep telling me stop taking candy from people, but every time I take candy, don't let it happen. But it's just that.
How?
You know what?
But it's
and I'll be the parent. But that's setting something up. Like, oh, here, such and such got some candy.
And now I'm on the toilet and can't get off.
And now it's hot sauce. Exactly. That'll be me. You don't
But that's what has to happen. I feel like kids need to be shaken up a bit because I'm telling you, I'm sure there's a lot of me's out there, and
that needs to be
that feeling
in
of
the backseat,
right,
and driven right to your house, and your mother open that door and be like, "Did not tell you."
For real.
But having social awareness, is like very important. You have to know because a lot of these kids nowadays, it's like they're not raised in the same environments that we were raised in or similar aspects. So
they're not street smart.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Like I tell my son all the time, it's like you have to be aware because he's a teenager. And being the fact that he's a young black man, he's not looked at as a child anymore, which to me ticks me off.
Did you speak to your son yet? Because he's in high school, 17. Did you tell your son, like, look, you'll be 18 soon, lead them freshmen?
Oh, let me tell you something.
Because now at that point, he's considered an adult.
Let me tell you something. That conversation.
18 can't deal with no 14.
Conversation has already transpired from day one when he entered as a freshman. Right. I do not play. So when it comes to the aspect of that, interactions with young ladies, 'cause he's a very handsome young man, okay?
Period.
But when it comes to that aspect, I'm very much so strong about it because I want to keep my relationship open with him, you know, with certain things that are happening with his interactions with young women. And, you know, what he feels is best, what isn't. And like now, he's not interested in, you know, anyone that's younger. But I'm not going to say what he did say recently to myself and his auntie. But, you know, anyway, the college girls he has to watch out for. All right. Well.
Men always go for older women.
Oh, my God.
Well, I know this probably wasn't on the agenda, but how do y'all feel about the age difference? Because you got people like Draya, who is, I believe she's in a relationship or married to someone that is the same age as her son, and they showed them at a basketball game where her son was sitting behind her, her man was beside her, but they're the same age. So, like, would you date someone the same age as your child?
Hell no.
That's weird.
Hell no.
Very weird.
It is.
What's the cutoff?
Okay.
And I think, like, so Deion Sanders, for example, right? Apparently he's dating Karrueche. Karrueche's like, she's a little older than his oldest kid, I guess.
Whoa.
I said that when I saw the post.
Pause.
Like,
when?
Oh, this was a while.
Yeah, it's been, like,
Yeah.
I guess
When
a
is
month or so
she?
it came out.
Yeah.
Pop up into this. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, like a month, like when he was in the hospital, like she was like next to him and they read
Yeah.
he's like crying and she was crying and everything like that. So that's how people find out. But his oldest son, I want to say, is like 32, 33.
Yeah, right.
His kid. And then Karrueche's like 37, 38. Deion Sanders is closing on 60. I think it's a bit different when you're like mid to late 30s and stuff like that. Now, in Draya's situation, the kid is 22, 23.
He's a kid.
That's a kid still.
Yes.
You know, and I think there's something sick and manipulative about that because, yes, he's an adult, but he's still not fully cognizant, hasn't lived enough life to know what he's fully getting into.
Right.
When you're 35, 37, 38, chances are that you lived a decent life. That you can tell when you're dealing with a 55-year-old, a 60-year-old, whatever it is, that you know, here's my boundaries. He hasn't even developed his boundaries yet because he's so young. And the fact that she kind of takes it and like makes light of it, because they make content about the age gap now.
Yeah, you saw that where he was.
Do you know this song?
Yes. Oh
I wasn't born
God,
yet.
that
I don't know
made
what
me
this
cringe.
is. And I'm like, that's kind of like, it's not really cool.
And you have a son yourself.
It made me
Yeah.
cringe because he doesn't talk like you know, you got the ones in their 20s, but they like, oh, I didn't even know he wasn't.
No,
he's
30.
He's young.
Every
He's
bit
like
of
16.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's very young.
He's not even 20s.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
yeah.
the
He
brain.
acts like a 16-year-old.
Well, the brain doesn't fully develop for young men until
No,
past
but
27.
I've been in the company of men in their 20s, and I'm like, huh? You said what?
The front part of his.
It's still soft.
It's still soft, baby.
It's a baby.
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's so much about the age that made me uncomfortable, but his development. It was like, it was just so weird. I felt like she was talking to her 16-year-old son.
Yes.
And not a grown man, because me personally as a woman, I want a man that could lead and be the head of the household. Not somebody that I have to still nurture, burp, and breastfeed.
I feel like women who go after, I feel like men too, whoever is going after younger partners in such of a huge age gap, they're not looking for that leadership or that partner. They're not looking.
Well, not always, because I like them old.
Like maybe women have that.
I'm sorry, I like them old.
How old?
The oldest
You
I
talking
did.
70?
I will do the cap
no.
at 60. I'm 38.
So you pulling out the catheter for him?
No, 60.
Rubbing them knees down. Let me get you down. No.
We're gonna take your omega-3s. We're gonna make sure your joints and everything is tight. We in the gym together. Because 60 ain't 60.
It's not.
No, see, come on. Now 60 ain't 60. So I'll do.
It's like it's 60.
40s give me, like, now I'm realizing I came down because I was like, all right, my mom had a problem with me always dating older men. So I was like, all right, let me come down. Started the 40s and the 30s, and they taking me through hell. I'm ready to come back up to close to 50 and take me to 60.
Now, I have a fear, okay? If you're like really old, I don't care if you take your omega, I don't care if you exercise, right? If something happens to you, my mind is going straight to when it is going to happen, and I'm going to have a dead body on top of me, okay?
Yeah, but people are getting, you know, what's the
Wait.
You can't control that.
I was going to say, a woman just had a heart attack, a news report at age 42.
Yeah, you can't control that.
So you don't know.
I can't control that. You know how? Not talk to nobody past 40.
We
Okay?
don't
Yeah,
know.
but-
Right here.
People are having heart attacks in their 20s.
Yeah, at 40,
30s,
it could be
40s.
anything that happens.
I'd rather have somebody that's like, you know what, Queen, I'm too old to be outside doing all of that. My bedtime 8 o'clock. And you know
8 o'clock.
I don't want no kids. I got kids of my own. I got grandbabies. You know, like Queen, let's build an
Girl.
empire
Okay,
together.
so-
Matter of fact,
Yeah.
I already
Pause.
have the empire. Let me just include you in what I got going on.
Ain't nothing wrong with bedtime at 8 o'clock. My bedtime alarm goes 9:45. Time to start rapping.
My bed, my mom will go at
9:45.
11. I gotta go to bed.
Okay, 11 is cool. 11 is
I'll
cool.
do 11.
Well, I'm going to say
Wrap it up.
that Draya's brain cells probably are the same age as the boy that she with.
Right.
Not at all.
Okay,
Right.
gotta be,
Right.
because
I bet
that's
she know what
very
she
to me
doing.
that's extremely immature. She's also a manipulator on top of that, and she's trying to get an easy money, an easy bag.
But
to be
somebody like
taken
Draya,
care
though,
of.
that's what I'm gonna give her props for. She don't care about what nobody say. Like,
She don't.
What? So what? It's my life.
It's the disrespect. She's an
age,
Aquarius
She in
too.
survival mode. She like, what? This is
Told you.
my life. I'm gonna do what I need to do. Y'all can hate, but y'all hate over there from y'all little
Oh my
2-bedroom apartment while I'm in my mansion. Like that's her energy.
Well,
I don't judge people.
I do.
But I will say,
Very much.
I could never.
Very much.
Me personally, I could never be in that position because I like them old
yeah, like,
or mature.
and it's
That's
probably
a better word.
it's probably tough for like
Mature.
the other whatever men he has in his life. It's like pull him to the side and talk to him because like, what can you tell me? I have tens of millions of dollars and I'm 22.
Right.
I had a fine older woman. Like,
Yeah, it's hard.
That's the pull.
And it's like a real dude will tell him like it's fine to have the older woman, but that's not what you really want for like
Right.
your life. And
And
now
look,
you've
you
tied
protect
yourself
it.
to her
Yeah.
for
She don't even love you.
yeah.
Just
And
want
it
money.
at that age and that tax bracket's probably hard to find somebody who you can say genuinely loves you because they don't know you without. You know what I mean? It's hard for that.
I guess.
She might not even have
Yeah.
more kids. But speaking
It's
of
tough.
kids, okay. How many children is too many for you to have? How many do you have now?
3.
3 kids. Okay.
Zero.
Wait, what you say? 3.
Hey.
Like you said, how many for me to have? 3.
It's too many.
3
So
is
if
a
you
lot.
have 2 more. You're gonna have 2 more.
So I'm gonna tell you, I have got in a relationship for 12 years, and he had 2 kids,
Okay.
and we were a blended family. That was 5, and it was a lot because one had a food allergy, and I had to cook 2, 3 different separate meals because everybody had food allergies, and I had to figure out ways to make it work, and it was stressful. So for me, it was just like different personalities, trying to, like right now, my biological kids take me through hell. They feel like my son is my favorite. He's the only boy, so I'm going to handle him and cater and treat him differently than the girls. And then the girls, the baby, you know, she gets away with certain things, so they say. So having to focus on, you know, who am I got to balance out the time, and then I don't want the middle child to go through the middle child syndrome.
Right.
So it's too much to manage. Then financially, it's a lot of responsibility, but thank God though, because I feel like when we were coming up, we wanted a lot more, and kids today, they just don't care. They'll go to school in a blanket if you just said it was okay, right? But back then, you wanted your clothes ironed, you want the fresh pair of sneakers, you wanted multiple pair of sneakers. My kids are okay with the 1 pair, and when they are busted, they're like, so what? Like, you know, and I'm like, I'm the one fighting them to go shopping. So financially, it's not, I wouldn't say it's as much of a challenge, but you don't have the freedom when you have a lot of kids. So thankfully, I have my kids at such a young age where I'm in my 30s, my son is turning 20, and my daughters, they're all teenagers. It's like we're growing up together, but at the same time, while I'm still developing and feeling like I'm still understanding this thing called being an adult,
Right.
I'm raising,
Right.
like I have an adult as a child.
So you're capping at 3.
I'm stopping at 3.
Okay.
And that's my fear is the new guy, or if I'm with someone, that's probably why I like older men, because I don't want another man to be like, I want
Aha.
Okay, there you go.
That's what it
You
was.
said
Vasectomy.
you were 12 years ago? 12 years you guys were together? It was a blended family?
we was
for 12?
together for 12 years.
Are the kids still friends?
Oh, they call each other brother and sister.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't have any children.
I don't have any kids.
Okay, so how many would be too many for you?
I want to,
Okay.
but I always say it's too many if they all can't fit in one car.
Well, you can get a minivan.
But even the minivan, what's that cap at?
They can lock up.
5 or 6?
Comfortably fit in the car.
You
Fit
can
in
get
the
a
car.
15 passenger van.
No, I'm not doing a 15
like
passenger.
7.
I can't drive no 15.
You can get a church van. They call fit in a church van.
Nope.
Because they got an extension.
Comfortably or legally? Which
So-
one you going?
3 would be top stuff
Okay.
because it's 2 in the front, 3 in the back row.
Oh, you want a small car.
That third row, nobody can actually sit in that third row.
In the back?
Like, come on.
Well, yeah, the SUVs, yeah, they
It's useless.
that's really just extra space for
It's an
the
emergency.
Yeah, that's until they're like 5 or 6, and then it's
Right.
over. They can't fit back there. So
Okay, you have one. How many is too many?
Originally, I wanted the
comes home?
tribe of Judah, honey. I wanted 5 babies. I sure enough did. But that was a long time ago. Glad that didn't happen at the time. But I do actually want more children. So if I could just have twins, I'm good.
Okay.
You know, at least 3.
3 kids.
But I have a big heart, so I'm like the way Josephine Baker was. She adopted children.
Right. So you.
So that her whole story I loved very much. So I was so emotional watching that particular film. But she adopted a lot of children. She couldn't have children of her own per se. So she adopted so many different children that suffered certain losses of not having their families or what have you. That's where my heart is. So if I'm not meant to have any more, then oh yeah, but they have to have a situation where I can't do a tug of war. I can't have where the parent pops up. I could not do that because I'm the type that I'm a fight for mine.
Of course.
So I would have to adopt children that have been through a tragic situation where their parents are no longer in
this is
existence.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's fair. Me, so I do want more children. I have one. I have a daughter. She's 7. And I want one, right? Like, even with dating now, I have to be very careful because when I tell this woman, like this little child of mine, probably has like a seance over my womb. Like, she asks like consistently. I wish I had a brother or sister.
Oh,
I wish I had
wow.
somebody to play with. It was to the point where she was like 5, but she would just wake up out her sleep and be like, "Mommy, can I have a sibling for Christmas?"
How old is she?
And I'd be like, "Go back to bed." She's 7. But it has not stopped. Like, I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And it's like been persistent for the past couple of years. So I'd be like, don't touch me with a stick, or we're gonna have a baby because the way she. But I do want a boy, and when I was having her, we didn't know if it was a boy or a girl yet. So me and her father would refer to my stomach as they, and people were like, they, calm down, okay? So one goddamn baby in here. So I said, you know what? Let's blend the names together. If it's a girl, her name will be Aubrey. If it's a boy, his name will be Tristan. So we blended it as Auburn. And I was like, okay, Auburn. But then it sounded so cute. By the time we found out it was a girl, he was like, oh, we should keep it. It's a pretty name for a girl. So if I have a boy, his name will be Tristan. And that's like why I want a boy.
That's adorable.
So if you don't have a boy and you have another child, you're gonna go for it again.
Maybe.
So the goal
maybe
is not
the
so
goal?
much about the number; it's about having a boy.
having a boy. But I would stop at 3. So if I would try for
So
him.
3 is a magic number.
3, that's it. 3 kids.
Everybody agrees
I want
to 3.
to.
I'm there already.
But if I get my girl the second time, I would try again. Because then just my luck, I'd have twins. It'd be 4.
Listen, that's the thing. That's the thing.
that happened to my friend.
What?
He had 2, and his wife wanted 1 more.
And they got
They
twins.
got twins.
See?
They can't be greedy.
Yep.
Because don't be greedy. You want more? Here you go. Bow.
You put in the universe, you ask. God be like, okay.
Okay, so how do you feel about men who have children across different households? Like, you meet a guy, he's so amazing, you love him, it's working out, he has
Oh,
children.
hold on, love.
Yeah.
That's not
And
cool.
then, okay.
Yeah.
Strong like?
Okay.
Strong like him?
Yeah, okay.
He's strong like this man. And he comes out, that he has children, and then the children are across like 4 or 5 different households. How do we feel?
Well, I think that's been because I date a lot of older
4 or
men.
5 different households.
Oh wait, you said
That's the part that you got.
Oh, I didn't
Nobody heard that.
I didn't hear 4 or 5. I think I stopped at. Oh well, I've dated men with multiple households. 4 or 5.
No, not 4 or
different
5. Not
households?
4 or 5. Just like a different, like 2 max. Like,
Someone made a point online where she was like, "You're in a polygamous relationship when you choose to deal with a man that has another woman that he has to
report.
So this is her point. If I choose to be with you
Right.
and you still have a family,
Yeah.
right, that you have to care for, right? Although you're not sexually involved, you do have to cater to her in a sense where if her car breaks down and that's your child's means of transportation,
Yes.
you have to then figure out a way to get that car up and running. If there is a fire and she has nowhere else to go and you have space, for the meantime, you probably can't afford her to be in a hotel. We have to take that family in.
That's a tough conversation.
So, with that being said, is it not a polygamous relationship where there's another woman involved in your relationship where chances are in the middle of the night, if your man gets a call and she's like, listen, we got to rush this baby to the emergency room, you can't be like, what if you go at 2 o'clock in the morning? Right. Your man has to go.
Go. And
then if he looks to you and said, babe, out of respect, I'm gonna need you to stay behind. You can't be like, no, I'm coming. Do you not trust me? Right? So you gotta have, when you sign up for a relationship with a man that has a family, and these are small children, and children get sick a lot. You may be putting yourself, you might as well consider yourself in a polygamous relationship, except they're not having sex. That's the only thing you're taking out of that.
Really? Are they not? Are they not?
That's a big part of it.
But that may or may not be the case. You don't know. You just got to trust your man. So, me personally, I can deal with a man that could have 100 children with 100 women, right? If they're all adults, they got to be grown. Because as soon as I hear 2, 3, 4, 5, like once I start hearing certain, especially if it's a newborn, and it was like it just happened, it's just one night, like, I don't know, because that's a lot of responsibility. Like I have to be able to endure that, and I have to be in a situation where when Christmas comes, he's probably like, well, the kids, like, it's the birthday, and all phone calls and communication is through her because they're not old enough to make decisions for themselves. That's where I'm like, I can get uncomfortable because I want something where this is my man and this is mine.
Do you think a male and female that had sexual relations before can be strictly friends or co-parent? So what's the issue?
No.
Is it the issue that you're not getting all of his attention or all of the money or because then that's on you then in the relationship if that's what you want.
That's why I was saying. That's why I said, me personally, I realize I can handle a relationship with a man with adult children. But when they're young, when they're really small, for me, it can get uncomfortable because, and then for some reason, if the relationship is great, right?
Yeah.
And it's a healthy one, they're like best friends. And then I'm like, oh my God, they're so cute together. What if maybe I'm in the way of something? And if they're enemies, I'm like, I gotta hear y'all fight and argue all the time, and then she can't stand me. Who that chick around my child? So either it's toxic and I'm like uncomfortable, or it's super healthy and I'm like.
So either way, it's not gonna work out for me.
It's not gonna work out for me. So that's why I say that's me personally.
Even adult children, right? Sometimes they cost more than small children.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like you end up. They still need the money or they need the attention. They're not where they should be in life, and they're still taking the attention and the money and stuff the way that you feel you are.
But that's just like
But
the
it's
kid coming to the
different.
father, not the mother coming to the father on the kid's
No,
behalf.
it's still a different level. Like from my experience, when they're really, really small, it's kind of like an everyday thing.
Yes.
All day, all night thing. When the children are adults, even my kids at 16, they don't really want to be bothered,
Yeah.
We say good morning and good night, but for the most part, it's like, Mom, come on, I'm on the phone. They want their space.
Yeah.
But adult children, they are in relationships. They have their own families or whatever going on. The father will be happy, get lucky if you even get a call, after not hearing from them in a week or a month.
True.
So I like that relationship better. That's what I prefer because I feel like the smaller ones are more responsibility and a little more risky because if y'all just had a baby a year ago, it might not be
something
over.
closed there.
Right.
So what's the difference with somebody putting their time and they have to be present in that situation and they have to be present whether it's at work or for a sick parent or for like a side business or whatever it is? It's still the same. They're not there.
Well, I'm going to tell you that too. I also realized after going through therapy, we talked about therapy.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like the 9-to-5 guy more than I like the entrepreneur.
That's good. That's
Why?
good to realize.
Because I realize like when I'm available, because I'm the entrepreneur, I don't have a 9-to-5. So when I'm available, I want to be like, all right, babe, let's do. But I don't want the guy like, who's the girl that was saying, I forget her name. She was like, she don't want a 9-to-5 guy. She don't want an entrepreneur. The same one that messed up with her best friend.
I know you're talking about. I can't think of it at the moment.
B. Simone. Yeah, I'm totally different. Like opposite of that. I don't want the entrepreneur. I want the man where it's like, babe, put some time in so we could, schedule, take that time off. Because I'm a Capricorn and I like order.
Yeah.
I like to be able to plan and know what to expect. And if it's like, well, babe, I got this business running. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get off. I don't know when we could take this vacation. Or I know I said I'm coming to see you tonight, but something happened at the job. I got to go. And it's just like, it's unhealthy for me because there's no consistency. There's no routine. I like routine.
So you want to control the rest of his life outside 9 to 5?
Not control it, but I want
9 to 5, you're theirs. After 5, you're mine.
I want my man to be able to say, listen, babe, Sundays is our time. And it's like we can commit to that. Where it's like Sunday is family day or Sunday is our day. Or let's say something happened in a relationship and we wanted to commit to a day for therapy. A lot of entrepreneurs can't do that. And a lot of entrepreneurs that I know, they put their career and their business before any and everything else.
So,
wait, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, of course.
Right? So you and your fiance,
Yep.
ladies, period. Okay.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any children.
Nope.
Okay. So would it have been a problem for you? Was like a specific preference of yours? For your partner to not have any prior children?
Yes. So I dated one with the child before.
Okay.
And the breakup is because like it's not breaking up with one person, breaking up with 2 people.
Yeah,
Right?
it is.
So that's kind of whack.
Double painful.
But I also realized we met older, like mid-30s. Or I was in my mid-30s. I guess
Meaning you and your fiance?
Yeah.
Okay. So he was more mature then?
Yeah, and I knew at the age that I was like, oh, I may have to date a woman with a child, or and I was okay with that. It wasn't like that's my go-to. Like if I got a choice, I wasn't choosing that. But it was a plus that she didn't have children.
Okay, look, I love that for you. Well, congratulations.
Wonderful.
Again,
Thank you.
To you and her.
Thank you very
I love
much.
that. So when it comes to having children and not having children, celibacy, why do you think somebody would choose to be celibate? Like not selling a bit, okay? Like celibate.
Well, I'm celibate now.
Okay, and why are you celibate?
Trauma, man. It's called, what do you call it? Is it CPTSD?
PTSD.
No, but it's also C-PTSD.
I don't know what
PTSD.
I don't know what the C is for.
Where
She
you're
went
just
to therapy,
like,
so she's like giving us all these new therapy.
What is the C for? Can you put me on?
is it complex PTSD or it's C?
Look on your phone. Look on your
Complex
phone.
post-traumatic stress disorder?
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
like where you just like I'm having withdrawals now from like being in social events. I don't really want to be in social events.
Okay.
The moment before, oh my God, I used to look forward to like going to a place and a guy hitting on me and it's like, oh my God, I'm cute. Now it's like, please don't talk to me, please don't talk to me, please don't talk to me.
Aww.
And it's just not wanting a man. And not even like I want a woman, but just like I don't want to
Anybody.
like nobody. I don't even want that love thing. It's like I had love before, been married before, have my kids, had all of those things. I've experienced a lot of stuff now. I just don't want it. Like I don't want
Well, your capacity is
any
different.
of it.
Your capacity is
But-
different.
Yeah, but now it has nothing to do with like a choice. It's more like trauma, right? So like now being celibate is not because there's nothing available or like Maya. She's saying like she's been celibate for 7 years and she
I
doesn't
think
have
now
any
8
kids.
now. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Okay.
but she
And
said she
vegan.
and she's vegan. Yeah, she doesn't have a desire for it. It's
That's
like
why she
after
stopped
you go,
aging.
Yeah.
you don't gotta do no
I
stress.
said she
Exact
looked
same
good.
thing.
Right,
Okay.
What do you think about celibacy?
I think. Let me take another sip. Hallelujah.
Every time Corey's about to say something wild, she takes a sip. If nobody's noticed, okay? Just to
You
tell
don't
you
know
that.
me. You don't know me. You don't know me.
Go ahead.
Well, okay. Celibacy. I did have a challenge with it. I tried it
Okay.
for about a year. Year and a half.
Okay.
It was
nice.
reasons, but then I just chose to just do it that way because of situations I had gone through, certain traumas, certain emotional capacity that I had to like really try to navigate through and really dig deeper because I was dealing with the same type of recycled behavior, same person, and I just didn't want to deal with that. And I really had to, deal with myself. So I think celibacy is really good to do because it's deeper than just the sexual connotation. It's spiritual as well. It's physical, but it's also mental. So I think it has 3 things in one. And it's really like a rebirth to have a better way of discipline, right? To know that you don't need this act and you really want to center in what's going on with you, you know, and really understand yourself better. What pleases you, you know, what whether it's any form of intimacy, not just the sexual aspect.
Well, do you need, I think a lot of people that can be celibate, because I did the year and a half, 2023 to 20.
Come on, knowing the
Yeah,
date. What was the date? No.
It was May 2023 because I remember that breakup.
7 days.
But no, so like the whole year and a half of not doing it, because sex to me isn't like, oh my God, I got an itch, I want somebody to crack me open. It's more like, oh my God, I really like him, I want to give myself. But it's never like, ooh, I want something, I ain't had none in a while. That's what makes celibacy easy, because it's like, I gotta like somebody to do it anyway.
There you go. That's the key.
Right.
You have to like somebody. It's the connection. For
the
me,
ones that struggle with celibacy is the ones that's like, I need something. That's what I think. I think everybody.
But people feel that
probably
way.
can't
I
do
never
it.
experienced that feeling. That's like a real feeling.
What?
Like you feel like you want to have sex. Like just go out and it's like, you know, not really who, but just, you know.
Just like I want to. Yeah.
Right, no. I'd be like,
I heard you got a date one. Let me.
No, I only get turned on if I like you. Like, you have to talk to me, and our person eyes have to go. The communication has to be there. You got to make me laugh, because I do all the making people laugh. I can be celibate.
Yeah. See?
Oh.
yeah.
What?
Yeah. Let's ask the man. Is that?
So, I think like you guys say that.
Say what?
Oh, it has to be like, I have to make me feel nice. I have to like the guy. But I think after a year and a half or 6 months, whatever your limit is, if just a guy walks up and talks enough or says, you're like, oh yeah, I'm feeling you.
Well,
now.
that's how that one.
That's the excuse you're
No,
making.
I ain't lying. Because after that year and a half,
That's the excuse you're gonna make.
that year and a half, what broke the year and a half,
No.
what broke the year and a half, I'll never forget.
What?
It's a spot in Tenjun.
Oh Lord Jesus.
And I went, it was a
Pardon my foot.
Not syndrome. Not syndrome.
Lord today, Father.
It was a networking event, and I was talking to him for a short while. Short while. Had me a drink.
You
Come
said,
on,
Had me a drink.
Told you.
Come on, queen.
And I was like, you know what? He been consistent for a short while.
A short walk.
Told
Talking
you.
to
I
girl,
was like, you know what?
no.
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 I know.
Told you.
Said, "Roar! Come on over here."
What I say?
That wasn't a one night. It wasn't a one night stand. It was somebody I was talking to for a little bit.
Okay.
But I remember the day it happened,
built
because
up.
we went to Tenjun and we was watching who was speaking that was running for, oh my God, what's her name? Kamala Harris.
Okay.
And we watching it or whatever. And I had a glass of wine and I was just like,
And Kamala got you in the mood.
what?
She was spitting them bars. She said, "Come here."
I was sitting like, okay, all right. Am I? And I had a glass and I was like, am I? And I was like,
Yep.
what the heck?
You was rocking just like that on the
All
day.
right, I was about to say that.
You said,
Like,
"Should I? Would I not?"
Should I? And then all I did was look at him like, who at your house?
Yo.
Bad.
That was it. So that's what broke it.
What broke yours?
Huh?
You laughing at me. It's probably just as bad.
No.
About to prove it right again.
No.
That's a good point.
No, actually.
The mechanic, he
the
just
right
fixed my
one,
car.
though.
Now I just stole.
No, it was actually someone that actually came back into my life at that time. And it was a beautiful time that I did need. We were dating, and it was just, everything was just aligned in his intentionality for that time. So he was very consistent, you know, we're going out on dates. It was a lot of things that I was missing that I wasn't really getting. So, yeah.
See, she said it more poetic, but we said the same thing.
No, we did
We
not.
said the same thing. She was just very
No, we
poetic
did
about
not.
it. She changed the tone.
No.
She set the tone like, you know what? So let me tell you what happened. She lit the incense, the candles.
She gonna
and
try me,
everything.
Queen.
She gave
No,
us
I
a little
did not.
Erica Badu energy. I came in on some Cardi
She was
B,
on
like,
Kamala
listen,
Harris.
right? But it's the
Getting
same
empowered. You was getting
thing.
empowered. She said, "Should I? Would I not? Would I? Should I?" You was praying. You was like, "God."
It just
So who at your
happened.
house? No. For me, it was.
Happened.
It
But
was
that relationship went on for a year.
That's
It just
cool.
ain't go nowhere.
Okay.
You know, but
All right.
So
I don't know if I was
No, you,
that.
sir.
I'm gonna answer it. But which one?
You want to know when you work?
Yeah. Creed, Desiree, Penelope, Blondie. Which one was celibate and
All
which
of
one
that.
broke?
This
All
bag.
right.
Again, like no, seriously, I never had like that urge, and
But
I
when
don't.
did it break? When you
was-
you decided to be celibate and then said, that's enough.
So it was never like a conscious decision. It was just like
never
it's
really
okay. I don't want to do it.
And how
You
long
know?
was this?
This was like a few months. Like I want to say like maybe 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, like 6 months. Like, but it wasn't like I'm celibate. It's just like
It was a
I
choice.
just don't want to do that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know. So
Yeah.
like, yeah. What broke it? Honestly.
Uh-oh.
So hold on.
Oh gosh, she having a flashback.
Always
Hold up, baby.
watch. Right.
He held the door and said, "You can go first," and that was it.
Listening, she's sweating. Someone get her fan.
No. So the straw that broke the camel's back is I'll always be attracted to my daughter's father. Not in a sexual way every single time, but like if he moves
This
on,
is her problem with
in
dating
a
men with
serious
kids, by the way.
relationship, and I'm in one
Because she knows what.
like, but
On
it's
her
just
life.
like, okay, he moves on, he has somebody, right? If I move on, either way, it'll still be the respect, like we moved on to that level. But at that time, we was both single, you know, and like just watching him be a father is such an attractive act to me. Like, you know, just like how he's so involved in their connection, their relationship I've never had, never experienced. So I was like, okay.
Would you ever give that, try and get your old thing back and try to rekindle and work it out?
So that was like maybe 2 years ago, honestly. So now, current day, maybe not. Like maybe that's just not for us, and I feel like you have to just take what you can. And I would rather have an amazing co-parent, like my best friend, an astounding father to our daughter, as opposed to like a deadbeat, and like us really having a really great relationship in and out of her or his life. So yeah, no, I don't think I would. I wouldn't like completely dismiss it, but like I'm not pushing for it like I was.
That's great.
But that's what did it, baby. Okay.
Now
Now for you.
All right. I actually encourage celibacy.
Amen.
I've done 6 months before.
All right.
Intentionally. I just got to a point, I guess I want to say it's my late 20s, and I was like, sex was such a motivating factor for me to do things. That's like, oh, this kind of has a little bit of control over me. Right? Like, oh, well, you're going out because you want to have sex. You want to find a woman. Or you want to do it. And then I was like, all right, let's see. And 6 months. No sex. Wow. And it's pretty, it's difficult. I'll be honest. All right? Yeah, it was super difficult. Okay. And then after a while, you kind of get control. And then once you have control, it's a completely different story. Because then you look at it, it's like, yeah, we can be cool and blah, blah. Like, you start looking at women in relationships as a little bit more than sex. And then you also don't feel like a pressure or anything like that. So it's like, whatever, I'm going to live regardless. So
that's what 50 was saying. 50 was like, he practiced it, and he said he started looking at women totally different. And what happens, I'm sure you all agree, when you're celibate, you start putting your energy in other things. It's like you find other things to do. And I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't even know I could do this. I'm working out more, or I'm painting, or I'm doing hair, like whatever it may be. I just start finding myself involved in things that I didn't even know I was capable of doing. And I'm more interested in that, and so fearful now of one fear I've had for maybe a year or two now, and I hope I get over it, is I don't want another man to come in my space and then I have to change things and mold, and I don't think I could live with a man ever again. You should never have to do that. I don't want a man to move in and then I have to cook and clean for him. Like, I like to cook and clean when I want to cook and clean for a man. But I don't want it to be where it's a requirement. Like, you now live with me and I have to cook and clean for you. For me, cooking and cleaning for you is like, oh, I know he's going to like this. I don't want it to be like a routine responsibility. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, my fiance is the first woman I've lived with before. And it's funny because you said you don't want to change and stuff like that. And at first it's definitely like, no, this is how I do things. Like, I don't want to change. And then you realize it's not really change, right? It's evolution. And it's like, whatever you want to be, it requires more than change. Because you can go into another room and change your shirt. You come back out, you're still the same thing. Evolution is, I can't fit that shirt no more.
Right.
And sometimes you got to realize, really when you're fighting to change, that shirt look all tight, the buttons just popping, time to evolve. You got to let that go because you look crazy.
So maybe not cooking and cleaning, cooking and cleaning as a chore, but maybe cooking and cleaning together. Maybe,
no,
it's teamwork.
I think it's more of me, because I feel like that's if I'm your woman, I shouldn't walk in the house and I'm watching you sitting down eating, I don't know, Uber Eats, and it's like, dog, I should have cooked. I mean, I'm like that even with my kids, right? Like, I beat myself up if I missed something or I didn't fulfill something or whatever, because I'm like, I'm your mom. That's my job.
Yeah, food represents love.
So, yeah. So, for me, it's like if I'm with a man and I come home and my man didn't have clean clothes and I seen he came home from work and he now has to wash his own clothes, I feel like that's my job, if that makes sense. I don't miss having the responsibility of taking care of a man.
Okay, so you can meet a man who understands that cooking and washing his clothes is not like a chore, but a lifestyle, and he can do it himself. Because at a big ass age, wash your own clothes and cook your own. You can find a man who feels the same exact way about you, where he's gonna wash your stuff. You outside, you doing your little reel up there. He gonna cook for you.
Exactly.
Okay, right.
I wash my own clothes.
Right.
I would cook, but my fiance's like, you'd probably make way too much of a mess, and I'm like,
You probably can't cook. And that's when we wrap it up. We just gonna wrap it up. It's all right. We're running back.
decent stuff.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Milfshake. Please, if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, do so.
Yes.
Please like and share this video. Again, tune in next time.
Hey, stop being nice.
Bye,
Hit like. It's not that hard.
Bye,
Hit
darlings.
like, subscribe,
Bye,
comment. I'm sure they said
darlings.
something that made you angry.
Cheerio,
Let them know.
everybody.
Let them know.